It's a change in direction less than a month before stream gauges were supposed to be shut off, and almost 2 years to the day since flooding ravaged parts of the Twin Tiers. Good evening, I'm Renata Steele.
I'm Scott Cook. Thanks for choosing WENY-HD News at 6. As you said, almost 2 years to the day since those floodwaters from Tropical Storm Lee ravaged the Twin Tiers. Now some relief could be on the way. After
facing issues with funding, 21 gauges throughout New York are safe, or at least through 2014. WENY-HD's Tanja Rekhi checked out a gauge on the Susquehanna and talked to people who rely on those gauges for safety.
Renata and Scott, stream gauging stations like this one over here collect data that's critical for monitoring potential flood situations and helping to determine whether people should evacuate like we saw in 2011.
These gauges feed vital information to the National Weather Service flood forecasting system. They told people when to leave their homes 2 years ago after storm waters from Tropical Storm Lee swept away people's homes, belongings, and cherished memories. It's been a painful recovery. Some lost nearly everything.
We were very fortunate, much more fortunate than other people in the area, because we only had a foot on the first floor.
And Sherry still worries. She's hoping the riverbank behind her house will be built up or a barrier built. Because if it floods again, she'll be hit hard once again. And over in Athens at Borough Mayor Gregory White's house, water lines bring back painful memories.
The water is just a little bit underneath where we had it in '72. And then when I got in the house and got in the garage, it was just devastating. I just got in the kitchen door and the mud, and I just couldn't believe it again. I mean, it was just disheartening.
Overall, people around here are relieved to hear funding for the gauges being extended.
The emergency management supervisors that go out and tell the people when to leave, rely on these gauges. And yeah, these gauges are critical when it comes to making decisions to tell people when to leave.
Other gauges along the Susquehanna in Owego and Binghamton will also receive funding, as will the Chemung River in Elmira. Reporting in Sayre, Tanja Rekhi, WENY-HD News.
Thank you, Tanja. Now, each gauge costs $13,000 to $20,000 to staff, operate, and service.